Hey guys, in this video we are going to be doing a faded cherry sunburst on this guitar. This is a single cut. I've just finished my friend Nick. We've got a slip match maple top, just master volume and master tone on this one, rosewood fretboard, flame maple binding. The back on this one is mahogany, and the back on this one's going to stay natural, so we're just going to spray the top on this one and get some clear coat on, and hope you enjoy it. So for the yellow, this is actually the same yellow I used and I mixed up for the three-tone sunburst, if you watched my last video, but it was a little bit bright, so that is, it's mostly nitrolac yellow, and I've just added a few drops of nitrolac hazelnut just to darken this up a tiny bit. And here's my tester. It's just like a kind of a darkish, dirty yellow colour. That's going to give us our faded yellow. I'm just going to get some of that in my spray gun, and then we'll get the yellow on. Try not to spill it everywhere. Easier said than done. Quick tip, if you've just mixed up some paint, change your gloves before you touch the guitar, because it will absolutely get on there. I need a spray mask. That'll do. Now this is the dark cherry that I mixed up for the last guitar, which is way too dark for what we want for this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same colour, but I'm just going to dilute it a bit. So I'm just going to tip some of this in this jar here. I've got a 5-litre tin of lacquer on the floor here, which I just put in this pipette, so I'm just going to drop some lacquer in to thin it down a bit. And I'm also going to add a little touch of the yellow to give it a drop of oranginess to it. It's probably enough. And I'm going to add a bit of thinner to it as well. So I'm still spraying quite a dark colour, but I'm going to rely on not spraying very much of it to give me a faded red look. And we're going to rely on the intensity of the yellow underneath showing through the red, and that should give us our kind of ambery, orangey, faded look that Nick wants to go for on this one. And I'm not going to bother cleaning out the paint cup, because great, that's spilling everywhere. Because it's much darker. So we don't need much red, because we're not going to be spraying much, and we don't want much coming out of the gun. I'm just gonna, that's way too much. Just gonna spray a bit of a tester, see what we're looking like. There we go, so that's basically orange. And that's what we're going for. This is slightly more yellow. See what that looks like. Perfect. Sorry guys, I managed to double tap the damn record button, so I missed most of it. I want to make this bit here a bit darker, and just a hair around the edges here, just to up the intensity of the red a bit. So I'm going to do that now. So the trouble with this, you get one shot. If you get a bad take, if you wanna film it again, you've got to sand it off, which I'm not doing.
Cool.
Now I'm just going to send Nick a photo, make sure he likes it, and then we'll get a coat of clear on it. The yellow looks quite intense at the moment because it's under these bright lights, and as we build up the coats of clear, it should all mellow out a little bit. Now I'm just going to roll all the edges over. This has been drying for a couple of hours, so the dust shouldn't stick to the lacquer at all. Dust away, and we're just going to roll this over as much as we can to show off that natural edge. It just makes it all pop a little bit more. So I've got the faux binding rolled over nicely now, and I pulled the tape off the fretboard, just made sure that no colour got on any of the maple here, and just gave it a bit of a sand on the fret ends to make sure there was no lacquer that was built up. If you're not careful and you just leave the same tape on the whole time, then when the lacquer's dried hard, you go to pull the tape off, then that lacquer that's sort of built up around the fret ends can break and cause cracks to appear, which we don't want, obviously, so it just makes sense to pull the tape off every now and again. Give it a clean up and put some fresh tape on, and then I'll pull the tape as soon as I finish painting it as well. I won't leave it on for like 4 weeks while the lacquer's drying. So I'll get this taped up now, and we'll get some clear coat on it. This top's got loads of movement in, it's absolutely lovely. So my natural binding's all rolled over, my tape's back on the fretboard, and I'm ready to get a coat of clear on it now. This is going to have a natural back. You can see I've sanded through here when I was levelling the base coats, but that doesn't matter, that'll all be invisible by the time we've got a few coats on it. And the main thing is this is all nice and level, so it doesn't need too much lacquer to get a nice glassy finish. And yeah, we'll just get some paint on.